Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What,
You're not
like,
looking. You're not even,
but I'm gonna tell you something else too. I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What,
You're not
like,
looking. You're not even,
but I'm gonna tell you something else too. I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize.
God is black. God is black. Everybody knows God is white. Everything the white man taught you, you accepted. He taught you you were a black heathen and you believed it. He taught you to worship a blonde, blue-eyed Jesus with white skin and you believed it. He taught you that black was a curse and you believed that. Did you ever look up the word black?
What's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of IsmokeHiphop BET Uncut Special Edition. Now we're about to go in about this Ayesha Curry situation. Before we do, the fine people at True Leaves give us our nice herbs over here that we're about to smoke up on. If you guys don't know, I have these brand new series I've been doing. This is my second episode of it.
Their oldest son, Steph, is one of the greatest players ever. He was just 15 when he met Ayesha, who became his wife, and a one-woman empire. She's a superstar chef, a cover girl, and the mother of their 3 children.
It's the BET Uncut word, man. Basically, we're going to talk about real stuff like this. And it's not a place for little kids. It's not a place for people that's immature. This video, like, I got videos for the immature people. I got videos for the kids. But this video, man, I want people, men and women, who can act in a mature manner and we can speak about these issues without crying about it. We can inform each other in a more professional manner. That's what we're going to talk about. Ayesha Curry has proved my point in what I tell you guys. No matter what you do, a woman can never be satisfied. I don't care if you Jimmy Lawn Stockings from Idaho and you got a 50-inch wood. Y'all know I gotta watch the words I'm saying for the YouTube algorithm. Stop manifesting these dumbness. If I have a brand new BMW, if I got if I have a three bedroom $4 million mansion all the way to $200 million mansion, these little things don't make the mind of a woman calming down to actually benefit and wanting you more. These women don't look at that situation and say to themselves, that's what's gonna benefit them to be with you versus this situation or that imaginary feeling that they're chasing all their life. Steph Curry came from the come up. Although his dad's an NBA player, you know, I've been watching Del Curry hooping for years now. His dad been in NBA, his dad's been doing this thing. his dad instilled the values of what it took him to reach the NBA goals. He instilled that same values and goals to his kids, both Stephen Curry and Steph Curry.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
What?
You're not even
But
looking.
I'm gonna tell you something else too. I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize.
To see that value and goal goes away because a female is not feeling satisfied, I'm pretty sure that's not what the dad taught the kids. Or could it be that the kids grew up witnessing their dad doing the same simping behaviors? But we'll get into that. You got a son who followed his dad's footsteps. Both sons, not just one. Both sons followed the dad's footsteps, and they reached a climb of fame and notoriety that a lot of father and son duos have never seen before. NBA championships, endorsement deals, breaking records in the NBA, breaking records in the NCAA as well. All these things to have, I'm sorry, we got bees over here. To work hard and achieve so much success and knowing you've done all these things, you want to share that success with a significant other, that special female you have in your life that you have, maybe you're in love with her, maybe it's for different reasons you want to be with her, but you want to share these goals and these great places you've reached. You want that other person that is coming to your life to know that you've done all you can to ensure their security financially and all that extra, even your kids. So now you found this loved one, now you're building with her, although you really build all this on your own, but you're building your family with her, you have kids with her now, you got the house, everything in a partridge in a fair tree. You got everything you needed, but now this woman is sitting home all day while you're going to work and doing your duties as a husband and your requirement as a teammate to your team. This lady is sitting home and not feeling significant to you. She's not feeling she could reach your level. She's listening to all these other females who don't do anything else as well. All these other females who's her peers. These other females who's probably in the same field, married women to these professional players, so they don't have anything going on as well. So you got all these women disclosing these information. You got all these women giving you this misleading advice. So what the hell did you think Ayesha Curry was gonna do? A woman who hasn't brought up the same way that Stephen Curry has been brought up like his brothers and father was. You got a woman who's literally been told all her life she's beautiful. Let's just be real, man. A lot of these high yellow women, fairer skinned women, they get a lot of compliments, especially amongst the black men. Let's not play this dirty game right now. My bad. I see an ant. I'm about to destroy this ant with the lighter right quick. Hold on, let me show y'all. I get bothered by the bees, and if y'all see the ants we got down here in Florida, humongous. But anyways, you got this woman that you're clinging onto that never has put in the work that you put in, because all her life she's been, I'm not gonna say she's been given everything, but she comes from a good family background. But even if she came from a bad one, let's talk about with the other opposite sex, she's been getting compliments non-stop. You guys really think Ayesha Curry doesn't get any DMs because she told you guys this? And if you guys don't know why we're doing the video as well, Ayesha Curry went on a little show with Jada Pinkett Smith and all these other celebrity women. Also Stephen Curry mom was there. And Ayesha Curry just states, you know, that she doesn't feel needed and she's not getting this and that attention, and men aren't going.
I have anxiety too, really, really bad, to the point where I actually take like medication for it. And I think it's something that, you know, everybody in some way has moments where they And I think like open communication and like putting your feelings out on the line, like, that helps me a lot.
Men aren't going to her DM, but she said it in a way where it's a bad thing that men aren't DMing her. You see the generation, how worse and worse it got for women and men relationships? You got this woman that's complaining that men aren't DMing her. Back in the days, you used to hear things like dudes are harassing them too much, dudes are doing the cat calls too much, guys can't keep their hands to themselves when they see a female going in the club. This was in the 90s. Those were the complaints. Now the complaints are men aren't doing this enough. Look, nothing's ever changed. I'm about to break this down without even further going more in on Ayesha Curry, other than her behavior. I just talked about this in my last video about Joe Budden and Sin Santana. You can't, ladies and gentlemen, you can't satisfy a woman. When a man reaches a level in his life when you understand that you can't satisfy a woman, that's when you reach a pure level of essence where you'll get in some of the best relationships you ever had in your life. In fact, you'll be in situations where you have to be the one that leaves the woman. Oh, I know, I can contest to this. I've lived it and done it. This is following my last video where I told you I reached the savage level after I got cheated on by a girl for the first time and seen how unfaithful women really are no matter what you do. I was around 13 and a half. That really woke me up to the point where I realized what a woman is and what she does and how does she break down her mental capacities and her unbalanced behaviors and the way she can grips with terms and things that hit her. When I learned that from the age of 13 and a half to this age now, I've never had a woman leaving me. Put that on my kid's life. I've never had a woman leaving me, never had a woman dumping me. Maybe they cheated, I don't know, but I've never seen the signs of it, meaning that I've been in a situation where I had to leave these women. You got bless one. How are these women going crazy for you? That's what y'all probably asking me right now. And I know people probably in the background. I've been asked this multiple times before from family and friends. How do you get in these relationships where you get these beautiful women that basically want your undying attention? It's easy, bro. I don't simp for these females. When I get in these relationships, I present the man who I am yesterday and the man, and I'm still very much the man that I am today, meaning that I don't change. When I meet a girl, I'm not about to do extra to try to, like, I will do extra things, that is, as far as courting the female. My first time meeting her, her first time meeting me, I might do more as far as I might talk, be more talkative, might buy more things, maybe even hold a hand or whatever, because I'm trying to fuck, man. Let's just keep it a stack. I'm trying to get you in bed and get it over with, so I might do a little bit more than what I will do for you in the future. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I get in a relationship, and if I feel this way, if a woman ain't cool with it, I gotta move on. Basically, if I'm in a party and I'm going to a party with this girl, she's dressed a certain type of way, normally in my mind it's telling me this woman can never be wifey type just based on her mindset and what she even dressed like. I know y'all probably like, that's messed up, but it's true though. I gotta keep it a stack, but I'll give you a chance. I'm gonna tell that woman, could you dress in something a little bit better? If she tries to change, even if I don't like what she changed into, it shows your woman is trying to learn from you. It shows she's ready to be disciplined, she's ready to be trained, and it's your job as a man to lead her the right way. But if the first thing she does is shake her head or look at you sideways,
that's kind of why I need to make sure that I have something for myself as well as my marriage, because one, you know, it's gonna make me happy and full. I'm gonna be a better parent. Two, it's gonna make my husband a better person as well, because then he has this strong woman next to him who, you know, has her own wants and needs and knows what she wants. And so I feel like I have greater value and passion, and I'm just a happier person that way.
Ayesha Curry has showed the signs of being a thought. So y'all really think this is the first time Ayesha Curry has showed signs of being unfaithful and a thought? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the female mindset. this is almost normal in what the new woman has become. This is almost nature, what the new woman is and what she has become. You can't change or eradicate this. We're living in a different type of times, man. Women have become whores like this back in the 80s and 70s, but it got worse around the 90s. Now with the new and innovative ways of technology such as the internet, social media, oh man, the mindset of your woman is lost. Back in the days, your woman could have walked around construction sites. She could have walked around even schoolyard areas, no matter where. Anywhere where you have a man around, even if it's just one man. Niggas gonna be niggas. Niggas gonna compliment her. Niggas gonna be trying to touch, excuse me, all this. Women act like they didn't like it, but women love that behavior. They love it now, but I'm just showing you, they loved it even more back then because it was a way to validate that they look good, a way to validate that they're beautiful. But how can you do this if now you got social media, you got simps everywhere telling this woman she's beautiful? She already got niggas in the streets telling her she's beautiful, but now she could dismiss these niggas in the streets with the psh, psh, because she got niggas clicking likes in her Instagrams and her Facebook, on her Twitter. Niggas giving you hearts in the YouTube now. So now you got all this going on for you. You think she can listen to any man's feelings? And no, it's about her right now. So it's about what you can do for her non-stop. And even if you can do all those things for her, it still won't be enough. It's to the point you got men trying to buy sex pills and all that, thinking it's them. Meaning that you've been having sex all your life and you've never really heard complaints about your sex game. But you see a woman that you're madly infatuated with, lusting for, now all of a sudden you think this is the woman that's making you have insecure issues? Now you a weak nigga telling yourself maybe you can't satisfy a female. Maybe you can't do this. So now maybe you can't. You gotta be in a situation where you gotta tell people about, you know what I'm saying, your control's inabilities or whatnot. Man, I'm smoking, I'm high, we're relaxing, we play some, that's why I got nice music playing with this. So bear with me. I lost details because when I looked in the camera,
like, y'all got have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like, I begin to I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
Because when I look in the camera, y'all got to see I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing short pants under this. But anyways, those who can't smoke. But let's keep getting into this. This simping behavior by men is common. The problem is a lot of dudes don't want to hear what men and many other people, such as you guys who probably think like me, they don't want to listen to us. They want to go on and thinking that their way is going to continue working no matter how low it is. So now you got these dudes are buying these sex pills. They're buying, you got men that are buying weaves, which is weird. Niggas is buying hair weave. Now I never thought I'll see that. You got dudes that are buying certain vehicles that you can't really afford just to get this female. You got dudes that have no kids, but they're buying 6-bedroom houses. They're just doing extra things for this woman that's not really required. And I call these insecurities. When you secure, see my wife, even though I keep my wife in this good situation here, good housing, she never really had to work, I keep her fine. But my wife been with me through the bad too, meaning that if something should happen right now and we should be in the poorhouse, I know I can count on my wife. She's still gonna be there because I never showed, when I first met my wife, I never showed her what I'm capable of. I showed her my dark sides, and I always told her I didn't have money on me. I made sure that I was key. When I met my wife, she was different than my other wife. I'm not trying to call my other wife out, but my new wife over here, the test that she passed, not saying that I trust her with men. I don't trust no females when it comes to other men, but as far as loyalties, I trust her enough where I would activate my loyalties for her because she's been there through the poor days, to the point where she used to give me money when I just tested, like, babe, can I get $10? Instead of 10, she'll give me 20. Just so I can do little tests. I didn't ask for her big amount. Don't be like some of these ain't shit niggas. Hey, can I get $1,000? What, nigga? We asking our girls for 5, for 10. These niggas asking for 1,000. But if you can get that out of that bitch, hey, salute to you, nigga. The pimp hand is strong. I ain't hating. But ask my wife for 10, give me 20, and in front of her homegirl. I did this in front of her homegirls because I knew female friends are the ones who get to these females the most, that make them want to feel what they can do and doing all this extra shit. So I got to the friend, and the friend ain't never even judged me too, because maybe she probably did, but based on who I was and how I stood on my square about what I believed in and what I felt about, I would tell my wife about...
What's been the most difficult part of it for you?
Trying to figure out how to balance work life, mom life, and being a wife. Sometimes I want to give up the work life because I feel like, am I cheating my children of my quality time with them? Am I cheating my husband out of like me solely being there for him all the time? It takes a lot of quiet time, solitude, like searching within yourself, taking a deep breath and being like, okay, no, this is okay. I got this. Because I spent a little while not doing these things, and I think I was kind of miserable.
I would tell my wife about my conscious beliefs. I didn't care if she was conscious or not. Stop worrying about a woman is not gonna like you because you showed her too much or this and that. That's what make you in essence be a man. Just being who you are, standing on your square. Problem is, a lot of dudes change up who they are for these women. Dudes like Joe Budden been with so many Sin Santanas. You know, he's been with a lot of these IG models, these world star models. He's been with a lot of these type of females. But the problem with Joe Budden is not that he can't get the females. It's when he get these females, he becomes too possessive where he tries to wife them up. You can't wife up these type of females, especially when they're showing you in virtue who they are already in reality. You can't. Ayesha Curry, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if she was getting dick down right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Ayesha Curry really said what she said, because the guy that she was cheating on Stephen Curry with is not really paying attention to her no more. The guy that she was cheating on Stephen Curry with, it's not giving her attention no more, so that's what she's saying. I don't get DMs from any guys, which is BS. There's billions of men in this world, and y'all really think this girl ain't getting DMs from dudes? Or is it that she's not getting certain DMs from certain guys that she either slept with already, or guys that she was speaking to and she didn't get that same feeling? So I'm gonna give her some fairness. Maybe she hasn't cheated on the man yet, but maybe her eyes caught the attention of a man that she wants, and that's her way subliminally telling that other man or men of what she might like and want to see in the future. Hey, I mean, I'm getting these lame niggas hitting me up 24/7. I want some of you balling niggas out there, maybe i.e. his teammates. Thus the reason why she said that in front of the whole world. She want men to DM her. You guys really think an educated woman like Ayesha Curry, a woman that comes from a family background like hers, you really think she didn't know what she was doing when she said that statement? She said it openly and honestly. It wasn't scheduled. It wasn't, look, this is what she's feeling. Women are not like men. Women and men both lie. But when it comes to open statements like that, that's a woman showing you her open virtue of who she really is. If I have women in the comment sections watching right now, tell me, is Blessed One, is y'all boy lying to y'all? If a woman tells you openly things like that in an open show, in an open situation like that, that she wants men, she's mad that men doesn't DM her, y'all gonna tell me she rehearsed that? She didn't rehearse that. That's her open feelings. That means she didn't have no awareness. It could cost her family, or oh, you know why? Because she feeling deep down in her bones, in her blood, by saying this, she didn't know wrong. Stephen Curry doesn't have the audacity of being mad at her. That's what she's thinking. This is why I say the women today, and even women in the past, are very, very unbalanced in their way of thinking. That's why I tell y'all, men and women aren't the same. I'm not saying men are smarter than women and women are dumber than men. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying there's a chemical balance where men can cope and see the reality of things way more than a female. You might have a female more intelligent than this man over here, but because of the nature and the essence of what a man is and a female is, this dumber man can handle these certain feelings and emotions. His body is built to handle it maybe way more than this female. I'm not gonna lie, there's men that break down and they do crazy things and they behave like a female. Well, that's what we call them bitch niggas. Cause a bitch nigga gonna do what a bitch nigga gonna do, period.
And then like, look what happens,
So
your children grow up and then they leave and they start their own beautiful lives and then you're left with the person you started it all with.
Right.
Saying, who am I? And so like, I just want to make sure that when that happens, like I'm good and I still have a sense of self.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear, well, men do it too. That's why when we have any man who behaves in that nature, we call him a bitch nigga. Because in due reality, majority of the behavior of that lies in the female gender. And that's not even a debate. That's science, biologically and common sense. I just tripped out. Y'all gonna think I'm lying. I just stopped. I looked to my side when I was hitting the B, right? I flinched so fast. I just thought I seen my own reflect. Cause there's a new Will Smith movie coming where he's fighting his younger image. I just thought I seen a younger image of me when my dreads were shorter. Looked at me, and that crowd just spooked the hell. Unless I'm smoking some damn good weed, but I like being honest in my blogs. But anyways, yeah, man, we're not built the same, men and women. It's not me being biased, opinionated. Just like I can't tell a woman about her body and what she's feeling in there if I'm not a fucking woman. You dig what I'm saying? But if we're going by history and what we're seeing, that woman is thinking, I didn't do anything wrong. So if Stephen Curry has the audacity to tell babe, wow, why did you say that? You made me look like a fool to everybody out there. Ayesha Curry is then gonna feel like Stephen Curry just violated her the worst way in the world. She's not gonna feel she's the one who violated him, which she did. She violated him to a national audience in front of millions, if not billions of people. And all she's probably feeling is like, Stephen Curry is out of pocket for even questioning her right now. Facts. She probably feel like, how dare this nigga got the right to come and talk to me like this? This nigga? This nigga? She probably looking at this nigga all up and down, like, out of everybody to question her, you know, and what she do. Who the hell is this nigga to come question her? Y'all tell me if I'm lying, man. Because her mind is not programmed like Steph. She doesn't look at Steph being the guy who's looking at it as, you're supposed to be my trophy wife, my bottom bitch, but you behaving like every other Tatiana out here. I don't know about this, man. This ain't a good look. There ain't no way y'all could clean it up for Stephen Curry or Ayesha Curry. I know the history of women because I've been with hundreds, if not, like, I don't know if I hit 1,000 yet, but when you lose count like that, you're being openly honest to people when you tell them, both men and women, when you're saying you don't know a count. I don't know. I wasn't keeping score too much. I know is that if you ask me how much women I've been with over the years, too much. Thank God I used to always get checked. Plus, we were forced to get checked by the military. And me being who I am, I like just getting checked anyways. It's good to protect other people and to protect yourself. But when Ayesha Curry tells me this and says this to the world, it tells me everything I've been made these opinions about Ayesha Curry years ago. This is all my kid's life. I've been looked at her just on pictures. I know it sounds, oh, that's crazy, you can't do it, but some people are gifted like that. And I knew exactly who Ayesha Curry was based on her tweets, her coming up with her YouTube channel, and then trying to get deeper rooted fame. Like your husband hasn't given you enough. Now comparing yourself to other housewives who are probably doing more things than what you're doing versus what your husband is in favor to you, meaning that you can't compete with Stephen Curry. He's a game changer for a lot of young boys and older men out here and women out here too, because there's a story, you guys should go check it out. A little girl who got she did something about inequality, and now Stephen Curry and her became best friends or something like that.
Stephen is like very nice by nature and he's very talkative. He's just like you. He gets it from his mama, and so like everything's always like very, very friendly, and sometimes to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm a grown woman, so I'll just insert myself and be like, hello, how are you doing?
Right.
Like I'm okay with it now, and I've obviously you know like the
became
devil's
best
a liar,
friends or
and there's
something like
always
that,
like
and he made a whole shoe line for her. So yeah, I mean, for men and women, Stephen Curry has changed the game for them. Not my opinion, because I don't care about Steph Curry, you feel me? But there's a lot of people who do. So Ayesha Curry can't compare herself to this man. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, all these dudes just dying away and hurting themselves for these females, acting like the world is over with, man. Listen to your God bless one, man. A lot of these women aren't programmed the way you and I are. So you're not going to see certain growth and progress to help you out the way me and you individually has been helped, man. Until you guys understand this, you will always lose. Beyonce. Every time my wife used to tell me, man, you would cheat on me if Beyonce do it. Babe, as long as I'm still thinking in a lower frequency level and I'm thinking in a higher sense of nature, and that woman is bad enough and she's arousing me enough, then there are chances highly enough, even the woman that's down the block who fit these criterias, I could possibly cheat on you with. I'm being very honest, and I tell my wife these open talks. It's not about, oh, she's Beyonce, she's Whoopi Goldberg. If you hear somebody sleep with these females, maybe it's just for name recognition, just to be like, yo, you know I fucked Beyonce already, bro? I'm getting cotton mouth. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm smoking that good when everything cottons up. But like I tell my wife every day, Halle Berry ain't fine to me. I ain't never found Halle Berry attractive. And I never thought Beyonce was the shit like that. Maybe I had like one good year where I was like, damn, Beyonce got thick right quick on us. You feel me? Like maybe when I was like a freshman in high school, I was like, damn, Beyonce looking kind of thick right now. But then maybe after like I've been with enough thick girls, you know what I'm saying? Even my wife did. I was like 17. Maybe that's when I stopped being infatuated with namesake. So nah, man, like you grow out of that where it's like you've been with enough females, you understand. You know what I'm saying? As long as this chick is rousing you enough and she's, you know, possessing you through that lustful world, you gonna be with that chick. Like I done been with certain big girls, certain ugly girls, certain pretty girls. It ain't that. You gotta find a female that's your niche, a female that, you know, motivate you to get that, stimulate you mentally and physically. And when you get that, you got it. But it ain't no Beyonce thing. That's overrated, man. Nah, man. Dudes by nature, we're not meant to be with one woman. So if you see another beautiful woman in the room, by nature I'ma look at her. You should look at me weird if I don't look at another beautiful creature in the room. That's facts. If I'm acting like I don't see this woman, it's either I'm gay if I don't see her, or what's the other opinion? That I'm literally cheating on you. Like, if you're open with your woman and you tell your woman, damn, babe, that woman look bad, she thick. Your wife gets used to it and just be like, that's her husband, who's by nature, he's always looking at these women, how beautiful they are. You know how many women in front of my wife, I'd be like, damn. And my wife, she got it. Like, if you can tell when a woman knows her dude, because your wife is gonna know who you are already. Because right before I even look at the thick girl, maybe I already seen it in my peripheral vision, but I'm acting like I don't see it. My wife would look at me up and down with a little smirk or tap my shoulder, basically to give me like, babe, shut the fuck up. I know you see this thick bitch in the room. And I look at her like, damn, she know me to the T. Like, that's a healthy relationship. Yeah, y'all both know each other. Just like, I'm not dumb. I tell my wife, I know you females look at another dude in the room that you might like or something like that. Don't mean that you don't like me, but come on, man, women think just like dudes. All I'm telling my wife is don't ever embarrass me.
Right, but for me, I honestly hate it. I don't like when I feel like leveled off with somebody.
Exactly.
It just irks my nerves. And so like we had the conversation about it, and he like tries really, really hard to make sure that if we're going somewhere, I'm being introduced. Like,
exactly.
I don't like to have to introduce myself. It irks my nerves. So we try and I try and make that known. But there have been a couple of times where I've wanted to like punch somebody in the face for sure.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I'm gonna teach my sons. Like, don't invest your feelings so cold-heartedly like that in a female. You better have these females investing their feelings into you. I can honestly say I have 3, or I think it's 4, but because I don't know 100%, but I have 3 females out there right now with my names tatted on their body. 3 females with my name tatted on them. That's what I mean by, I didn't tell these females to get my name tatted on them, but that's what I mean by having females invested into you. It don't just gotta be no tattoos. It could be helping you with the house rent or cleaning your house up. You know, like, well, not just that. It's just, I'm trying to explain more, like bringing you to the doctor. She's concerned with your health. That's investment. She's doing things for the kids that went beyond what you thought she could do. Like things that you'll know when, I don't want to exactly say it because you'll know when you see it. It's something that can't be explained. You know when a woman has invested into you, and it's not really about money all the time like that. I hope I'm giving y'all some real games, man, because there's a lot of dudes dying today because they felt that it was better dying because the woman has hurt their feelings so much that they're just gonna die out and not be in this world no more. That's crazy, man. But at the same time, because I felt those type of feelings before, not dying, but I felt, damn, it hurt a little bit. But I was young though. I was like 12 and a half, 13. You know, a dude snaps out of that like that. But some dudes, it takes them longer, and I feel like no matter the age, you should always give advice like this so you can understand there's millions, if not, well, forget millions, there's billions of Ayesha Curry females out there, billions. The game is rigged, y'all. Ain't no more cheat code for you young niggas out there, man. Y'all don't know how to get around that no more. Y'all got all this social media. Y'all don't know back in the days how you had to have game to speak to a female on a landline phone. Y'all remember the circle phones? I don't know, I think y'all call them dial phones. And I'm gonna teach y'all something right quick. Back in the days, we had to use those phones to talk to a female, right? Everybody in the house had these phones in like every room, right? But here's the problem. Because they're landlines, if anybody pick up the phone, they can hear your conversations. So you have to have so much games where you speaking to this female, knowing your mom was listening to you, you know, your cousins who live with you, one of your brothers in the other guest room, the guy who's not family but he lives in one of the rooms that he pays rent to, listening to y'all. Things like that. Everybody listening to your conversation. So you have to have game where you could avoid slipping up and saying something while still seducing this female on the phone and making this girl get in her lustful ways for you. That's game, man. That's game, man. Like I'm thinking about them good days, but I'm trying to put that in your head as far as it's not the end of the world, man. This became a normality. The weaker vessels and what I call the females. This is a regular behavior that she has done now to prolific her new essence that's known as the thoughts, the hoes, the whores, the whatever you want to call them, man. This is what the world is today. And now with the Me Too movement, you can't say anything about it. Salute the Ayo Nation and the Big podcast, the Big Facts podcast. He always talks about his new movement, the Men Too. And y'all should go support the Men Too movement because I feel like men are losing at all costs. Ayesha Curry can say this, and I didn't see none of the big publications or all these big sources of media or whatever go in on her. Nobody did. Maybe the bloggers did, but I'm talking about the big boys, the big girls. None of them went in on her. That told me everything I needed to know. Because had it would have been a celebrity male who said that statement, man, I don't get no female DMs, the world would have been against this man, and you guys know it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And virtue to this life, before we even get off, you gotta understand, man. Let me just make a bit better imagination for what I want y'all to do. Make this world your world. Don't wait for other characters to come along. You choose the characters in your world. It's a movie. So it's a movie that has to be played out. And it might be a sad movie, a happy movie, but regardless, there's an ending in that movie. So before the ending, take the roles, the characters, your plots, your hypothesis, your synopsis in the movie, and you summarize all that to a conclusion of what you're gonna have your life be. You be in charge of what's in your domain. Don't let nobody, no matter man or female, have control in who you are and what you say. Have control in what you do in life so you can have longevity. This world is this world regardless of you and I or opinion. Regardless of both our opinions, the world is the world. And the world has been here before I or you, and the world will be here after I or you. These are facts that can't be refuted. So all I can tell you is go deep in that spiritual sense. Whether you believe in God or not, you have to believe in a form of electricity. So all this current energy in you, have that virtue of life to understand I'm in control of this. My feelings can't be my downfall, and you'll be all right. Man, with that being said, man, I'm your God blessed one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, everybody.
10 years, like, I don't have any of that. Like, I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize.
All right, YouTube family, make sure you go look in the links in the description box and you go click on the Marathon clothing line brand and support the legend, the great Nipsey Hussle. You can get these great materials, high fashion for the culture. We're making this the brand new Gucci. That's the Marathon clothing line brand. I mean, it's all about the support. It's about contribution within a community. And I feel like the brand itself holds up weight and is co-signed by some of the finest. And you have people every day who are buying this. I mean, shout out to 619 Streets. He took some pictures of it I'm about to show you guys. But look at the links in the description box and support the Marathon clothing line. You know, it's easy to forget somebody when they have passed. But when you keep their name going, legend has it that electricity and currents will reign forever. Right now, he's being blessed in Crenshaw. Rest in peace, Nipsey. If you guys have the time, please show some support and help the platform itself. I'll take any type of support or donation. Every single dollar and cents is needed. At the same time, I would like to oblige that you guys please subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that notification bell. When you donate, look for the links in the description box to my Cash App and the 2 PayPals. It's just been a blessing, guys. I don't know what any more to say other than thank you for helping with my platform. Thank you for helping growing my platform. And remember, my platform is nothing without each and every single individual one of you guys. Look to your left, look to your right. Click on one of these great contents. These videos are great videos by me, your boy Blessed One.